everybody. Welcome back to PMS, the Perpetual Motion Squad, a Big Bang Theory fan podcast. We are your hosts, Big Bang Theory super fans, married couple, Kat.
And Bo.
And we are back for a special episode of a mailbag so that we
Mailbag, mailbag.
check in with things that people have sent us and catch up on comments and
Yep.
answers to questions and everything like that.
So strap in, strap on, whatever the hell you want to
I
do.
hate it when you say that.
We are here to do a mailbag that's as you said, as we just said before, you would have heard the last episode we just did, and we're doing the mailbag. So it is a two for. You get two for the price of one,
Yeah.
which is awesome because as I said, we don't ever want anyone to sit there and go, wow, thanks. We go and answer a question and you guys don't even read it out. Now, the reason that we're not doing it as a separate one is because we actually have the mailbag is the lowest one, the lowest episodes we ever do,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate, but it's what happens. So we decided that we're just going to do a double episode, so you get a twofer this week.
Yep.
So
Because
we're going
people
to
tend to act like they're getting cheated if we don't do the episode and just give them the mailbag.
exactly, and they don't want to have that. So we want to make
Yep.
sure that everybody.
So I don't believe we had any emails since the last mailbag.
No, no, we don't.
And I don't believe we've had any comments on YouTube, Spotify, or any place else where the podcast lives in the comment section.
Okay, I'm just reading because I wanted to find out, did we do season 2 episode 22, the classified materials turbulence?
I don't know, but I can grab it if you want.
Maybe grab that one as well because that one has got four answers.
All right, hang on. This is
Rachel, Sarah, Craig, and Michael all answered that one. So maybe
all
start
right,
with that
hang on.
one.
Let
Yeah.
me just grab it. So this is the which one?
Season 2
The
episode
classified
22.
materials
Yeah,
turbulence.
yeah, let's start with that
Okay.
one.
All right, hang on
Unfortunately,
one.
everybody, we are not going off script this time. We are going on script. And as I said, it might be a 15, 20-minute episode because we're just going to go through all the answers that we've done. And we can't remember when the last time we did it, that we've actually left off. So we're going to start off with episode
Okay, so we're going to start
22.
with season 2, episode 22, the classified materials turbulence.
Yeah.
The question was, if someone says, don't tell anyone,
Hmm.
how long do you realistically last?
Yes.
Now, we had 4 answers to this one.
Hmm.
Craig says, so long as it's not something criminal or morally ambiguous, I can go forever. There are still things from when I was 12 years old and no one still knows about.
I like that answer, Craig. I'm exactly like that as
Yep.
well.
Michael says, depending on what it is and who's saying it, I'll probably end up telling someone that isn't connected to the teller, but leave out the names of the people involved.
Good to hear, Michael.
Because you just need to get it out. I get that.
Yeah, yeah, you need to tell somebody.
Sarah says, depends on the situation. As long as morally okay, i.e., not covering something up at work, not seeking help if someone is going to harm themselves or someone else, but just keeping a confidence, I'm a steel vault.
Yeah, yeah, I'm like that too, Sarah. But I
And,
believe that's
and
almost along the same way as Craig just said it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Rachel says, I can go for years. An example being growing up, if something broke, I would fix it so my mom never found out.
Rachel, tell us
As
more.
as a single mom, her rule was don't let me find out. So I learned how to fix a lot of things.
Mhm.
When I was about 25, I spent the night at mom's house. In the process of preparing the pull-out sofa bed, mom snapped the sheet and it caught the fan pull cord and yanked it out of the fan 7 feet above us.
Oh, awesome.
I reflexed, looked at my mom straight in the eyes, and said, don't tell mom, I'll fix it. After about 5 minutes of giggles, she asked how many things she never knew about. To this day, I won't confess.
That is awesome, Rachel.
Yeah,
I
that's pretty
love that
awesome.
answer.
Yep.
Absolutely love that answer. Okay.
All right. So next is season 2, episode 23.
Yep.
The question is, what's something you agreed to way too quickly before thinking it through?
Hmm.
Rachel says, I volunteered to be a parent teacher for the Science Olympiad this
Parent
year, and
leader.
it's a lot more work and commitment than I was ready
Ready
for.
for?
Craig says, unfortunately, I'm notorious for that at work. Any big project that comes around, I always seem to volunteer for, and then I think it through and say, this is going to be really hard and eat up a lot of time. At the end of the day, I get the project done, and I keep saying to myself, I am not going to
There
volunteer
we
for
go.
these big projects anymore. And then the next one comes around, and bam, there I go. There I go again, opening up my big mouth.
Oh, Craig. No, no, no.
Yeah. And then season three,
Wait a minute.
episode
Wait a minute. No, wait a
one.
minute. Wait a minute. No, because Craig actually responded to Rachel.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
After Rachel's comment, Craig came back and said, Rachel, oh, I've done silly things like that too. I once volunteered to be a judge at an elementary school science fair. I also volunteered to be a coach for the local Civic Air Patrol Cyber Patriot team. That is a ton of work. So it was to do with the fact that Rachel had volunteered to be a parent leader
Yep.
for the science thing. So
Although I
yeah,
have to say, it would be kind of fun to be a judge at the science fair.
it would be.
That'd be fun.
That would be. Now we're going to go with season three, episode one, the electric can opener fluctuation. The
Yes.
question was, what's a moment that should have been romantic, dramatic, or impressive but turned ridiculous instead?
Yeah.
And we actually only had one answer, and Michael said, the number of Mississippis that Penny hugs last is the plot point in a later episode.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go with that.
And then we're going to jump up to season three, episode six, the Cornhusker Vortex.
Now
If you
remember,
remember the,
everybody, all these questions are on the Facebook group, so our page, so you can go back and answer them.
and you can, and remember, this is the one where Leonard was trying to fit in with Penny's friends watching football.
That's right. Yes.
And the question was, if your friends had to put you in a totally unnecessary competition, what would you probably win? And Rachel answered, what? Yeah.
Kiss fan.
Oh God, yeah.
Kiss questions. I got it.
Hmm.
I'm done. No worries.
Uh, she says, I would do well in plant growth or hand sewing or minor renovation. After working in theater and helping my dad in the garden and farm, I have a bit of unconventional skill that's not used daily. That's fair.
That is very fair. I think you do get you as that as well because you've actually got an amazing amount of knowledge as far as like the arts and things like that go.
Mm.
No, you are.
So season three,
Three,
episode
episode number
seven,
seven, the guitarist amplification.
that's where Penny's friend came to visit to stay.
Yes, the question was, what's the fastest someone has ever worn out their welcome? I actually, this is interesting. My ex-friend, I thought that one night it would be great because we actually had the home cinema. So I thought that it would be really great if I invited them over to watch Star Wars
Was
on
this
the,
in the
this was
in our rental?
in the rental.
Oh, okay.
Invite them over to watch Star Wars, not knowing that these two
Oh, that's right, her and
talked,
her son.
yeah, not knowing that these two talk throughout the movie. We got about 10 minutes into the movie and decided that's enough. It's not going to work anymore. Her son just wanted to go into my room and play the Xbox, which I ended up by letting him do. They wore out their welcome within about an hour,
Mm.
and I think they figured it out that it was now time to go home. And they've never been invited back since because one thing one thing that annoys me is if I, and this is why we don't go to the cinema very often, is that people who want to talk in the cinema, like just if you want to talk, go and do something else. Don't come to the movies.
Well, I remember one time I had driven like an hour out to Torrington, Connecticut to see this live production. And there were these two women sitting two rows in back of me who kept going on during the show. It wasn't even before it started. It was actually during this show. So loudly I could hear every word that they were saying, talking about the Dancing with the Stars episode last night. And I finally turned around and I said, "Would you please be quiet? I paid to come and see this. If I, could you, if you wanted to watch Dancing with the Stars, just go home and watch
Yeah,
TV."
yeah, yeah.
And yet I was the bitch.
In the wrong year, and I took my ex-girlfriend to go and see A Chorus Line. and I love that show. But the women at the back of me, one wanted to see was the gold outfits at the
Yeah.
end.
But this is the finale, for God's
Yeah,
sake.
but she didn't realize that the entire show was them in
Getting
sweatpants and
to
stuff,
that point.
getting to that
Yeah.
point. She complained to the point where she was actually sitting there, and at one stage, we had a TV show on here in Australia called Blue Heelers, which was a police show, it was a police drama show. And she turns to her friend and goes, "Oh, did you see the episode of Blue Heelers last night?" And I started to do the head turn, and her friend went shh to try and tell her to shut up.
Yeah.
And it was like, seriously, that all you wanted to see was for the finale. They should have kept you in the foyer and just shuffled you in the last 5 minutes to see the gold outfits, and
Yeah.
then get you the hell out of there because
Yeah.
she was annoying.
Yeah.
So, what's the fastest someone has ever worn out their welcome? As I said, that one we've got two answers in this one.
Oh, I only
Right,
see
we
one.
got one answer.
Yeah.
Rachel actually said, "I once had a guest suggest letting my animal die instead of just calling the vet. Never allowed over again."
Yeah, they would have been shown the door at that
Are
point and
you
told, "I'm
kidding
sorry,
me?
you're not welcome in my world anymore."
And we as PMS came back with unbelievable. That is a joke and a half. You're going to just let your animal die rather than calling a vet? Oh man, what a horrible person that is.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah. Good idea, Rachel, for keeping
Yeah.
them at
We're with
arm's
you,
length
Rachel.
now. Yeah, right there with you. So we've got season three, the next episode number 8, the adhesive duct deficiency. I love that episode. What's the most ridiculous way you've ever injured yourself doing something completely normal?
Slipping on a piece of ice about that, literally about that big, on my way to my car and tearing up my hands, tearing up my knees, torquing my knee and fracturing my foot. The ice was that big.
Having to go to the physiotherapist to get my back attended to and not telling her that I did it with Bauchikawawa.
Funny. It's really not funny.
And if you don't think it's actually is true, trying to do Bauchikawawa with the dog trying to lick your butt.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Ah,
Our Bauchikawawas are very interesting. So we had what do we got? We got two answers on that one.
yep.
What were they?
Oh, go ahead. You're there.
Oh, okay. So the first answer was from Sarah. She said, "As a teen, I was running down a steep hill in platform hills, thanks 1990s. Stepped wrong and twisted my ankle so badly that I had to be pushed through the airport. We were going on holiday on a luggage
Luggage
trolley."
trolley.
Sarah,
Oh,
oh my
geez.
God, twisting your ankle so badly.
I just look at those shoes and I twist my ankle.
The 90s were not
That
forgiving as far as
fashion goes.
fashion
No.
goes, but man, that would hurt.
But I can relate to being pushed through the airport, except it was in a wheelchair when I came back from Melbourne. My knee had blown out on
Yeah,
me and it was like as big as my head.
yeah,
And Paul had to take me to the car in a wheelchair.
yeah. For the distance that we actually had to walk from there to the car, I think we'd still be walking there to this day with the fact how bad her knee was.
Yeah, I mean, I it would have taken me the better part of 2 hours to get from the gate to the car
Yeah,
if I
it
had had to
was.
walk it because I was
Yeah.
so in so much pain.
So no, we were really glad that the airline um,
Gave us a wheelchair.
gave us a wheelchair, which
Although
was
I'm surprised they didn't stick me on one of those little golf carty
I
things.
know. Well, that was with Virgin, wasn't it? Or was
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
No, it was
No,
Jetstar.
Jetstar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
So
the
they
airport has them. They could have organized it,
well
but then
they
again, I was a last minute addition, not I hadn't organized my flight with
yeah.
that.
So I guess if you had have told them, then they would have actually called ahead
Yeah.
with the golf cart
And I'm
ready to
still not
go.
sure why they made me change wheelchairs. They
No,
brought
neither
me
do I.
off the plane in a wheelchair and then
And
made
then
me
change you
change to
over.
another one for Paul to take me out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
Rachel actually answered this question and says, "I once broke a toe by accidentally kicking a carpet cleaner on my way to the kitchen." Ow.
There was one time when I was living in my very first college apartment. I was like 18, 19 years old. And my two of my roommates' boyfriends were over and they were roughhousing. And I went to get out of the way. And I was lifting up my foot as one of them came down and he broke my little toe.
Oh. Yeah, when we were in the rental, I think it was Cat. We had a vacuum cleaner that had the retractable cord,
Oh,
and Cat pressed the button to retract the cord, and it snapped and walloped her on her toe and gave her one hell of a bruise on the
yeah, I
top of her
forgot
toe.
about that. That hurt.
Yeah, and the bruise was pretty
It was pretty
significant.
spectacular.
Yeah,
But then
so
again, if something hurts that much, you want it to show. You want to have something to show for it.
exactly. Don't want to
Yeah,
just be sitting there going, "Oh, I hurt my toe," and it's got nothing to show for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we are now going to jump to season three, episode number 9, The
Nine.
Vengeance Formulation.
Elation.
Then
Okay, so the question is, what's the most ridiculous thing someone's done to annoy you, and did you get them back?
Mhm.
With a bonus question is, does it make? Oh, I can't see the. Let me view
Does
this.
it make you crazy to watch something with someone and you get halfway through and they never finish watching it with you?
Oh yeah, I wrote that about you.
I know. You realize that people on YouTube are sitting there watching this going, "Holy crap, I'm terrified."
You should be.
Okay, what was the
Okay,
answer?
like yesterday, we got halfway through Empire. We both started falling asleep, so we decided to stop it, and I guarantee you we're not going to get back to it for at least 2 years.
We are going to get back to it. We're actually going to be
You
watching.
always say that, but you
But you
never
never
do.
do. You do realize there are people out there that are very upset with you right now because they love me.
I love you
I
too,
might have, I
but
might,
it doesn't mean that's not annoying.
I might have two loyal fans out there that have never made themselves known to me, but they are loyal to me and go, "Oh, don't be nasty to Paul. He's
Okay,
nice."
so Rachel came back
Yes,
with I had a time where I shared my vehicle with a roommate. For perspective, I'm 5'3". She's my size.
5'3". Well, good
I'm
things do come in little
I'm
packages.
5'2.5". I weigh around 180 pounds. She wrote it. I'm not just sharing information.
Yep.
Mostly muscle mass and boobs.
Love it, Rachel. Thank you.
She was 5'9" and around 275.
Hmm.
She never set the seat back after using the car, so I
Ooh.
always fell back and could not reach the pedals. I totally get that. Paul is 6 foot and he always leaves the seat back, so I always have to scooch. Imagine a toddler trying to drive and flailing about like a raccoon in a pillowcase. I got so fed up asking her to please reset my seat in the car that I started setting it to the full forward and upright position, making it impossible for her to get in until the seat had been repositioned.
Well done,
When she
Rachel.
when she complained about it, I just said, "If I can do it when I get out, so can you." Never again did we have to argue about it. It
Nice.
is my dream to someday have one of those cars where that you push a button to set the seat and it remembers it. So you have like two seat positions, one for you, one for your partner. So you just push the button and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that'd be
I
amazing.
want one of those
Yes.
along with butt warmers
The butt warmers, definitely.
and steering
Steering
wheel
wheel
warmers.
warmers.
You know what would be really cool is steering wheel coolers for summer. If they
Yep.
can warm it, they should be able to cool
That
it.
should be able to cool it. Yeah.
Okay, question two. My partner loves Marvel series and movies. We got to about season 3 of Big Bang and have not been back in months because he wants to share the Marvel series with me.
Okay, that's understandable. They are good, Marvel.
I now own the full, yeah, I love Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
I now own the full 12 seasons as he gifted it to me last Christmas. Aw.
Well
So I guess
done.
it's his compromise apology, but I'm hoping to finish Marvel sometime in the next 2 years if they would stop coming out with new series.
Good
Yeah,
luck,
good luck with
Rachel.
that.
They are never going to stop Marvel.
They make
Marvel
way
was
too much money
they
off of
way
it.
too much money on that one, but
Okay. Now,
man.
season 3, episode 10, The Gorilla Experiment, which is where Sheldon's trying to teach Penny physics.
Okay, the question was, quick poll, Sheldon as your teacher or Howard as your wingman? You must choose one. Go. And we had one answer on that one,
And
and
it's a very good answer.
this is from Elisa. Alicia?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. Sheldon is my teacher. I would not trust Howard to hold my drink at a bar.
True that.
That is honestly look, that is scary, Alyssa, but that is very, very true.
Especially early Howard.
Yeah. Early creepy Howard, no.
Hmm.
I wouldn't trust that because there is a good chance that your drink would be roofied.
Yeah.
And when you get
But then
home,
again, a woman wouldn't have Howard as a wingman.
no. But Yeah, I wouldn't trust him to hold your drink
That's
at
like one
a
one of my favorite lines from the episode that we just recorded, where they're at the faculty mixer and they meet Abby, and Sheldon looks at her and he says, "Yes," and Roger's looking for someone to copulate with.
yeah. I mean, look, Sheldon doesn't have any filter. He'll just tell you exactly what he
Yeah,
feels. So, but I love that answer. So that
yeah,
was a good answer.
that was good. And I think that's pretty
That
much
is
it.
it.
And now we didn't have any comments on any of the platforms, right?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
I'm believing so. Let me just now you've actually decided to give me that one. Let me just go and double check. But I'm almost pretty sure that we don't have that. No. Let me see. Nope. Nope. None.
Okay.
Nope. I'm just looking over it there. Switch account. No, we have no answers.
Okay.
So that's it for this episode of the mailbag.
Yep,
We got
that's
nothing
it.
else. The only thing I can tell everybody while I'm here is
Hmm.
how our Spotify channel is going. So I might as well log in
And you
and
don't have that ready to go, really?
I'm there now. If
Yeah, but you
you
should have that ready to go before we
yes,
start.
but I'm not there, but I'm now here right now to tell everybody. Just
Heaven's sake.
calm yourself down, woman.
Oh my goodness.
So we've had as of now 4,408 downloads
Wow.
with 65 plus followers on Spotify.
That's awesome.
Yep, the last
But if we've
episode.
had over 4,000 downloads, there are people listening who are not subscribing. So please,
Mm,
please subscribe, people.
I know. And our audience, we've got 24% male, 75% female listening
Interesting.
to us, which is good. And our top
Five.
countries,
Top five.
top five, United States, Germany, Canada, Vietnam, and Indonesia.
Okay. More awesome.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of people that are listening all through the world to us,
Yep.
and it is wonderful to see just the demographics. I mean, for instance, the demographics of female between the ages of 28 and 34 is 46.9%.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is the biggest listeners in the female age group. That is dominated. That's the
Yeah.
entire 100% of people listening between the ages of 28 and 34 are female.
Cool.
So there we go. But yeah, so that's all
That's
we've got
because of
for.
your gorgeous Aussie accent.
Okay, well, I'll go with the accent. I wouldn't go with anything else, but
Oh, I would.
the accent will go with. So
Yeah.
definitely,
You're
maybe.
you're silly.
But yes, that was our mailbag this week. As I said, we didn't want to do just a single episode of the mailbag because of the fact that it is our lowest
Listened.
listen and our lowest viewership.
Yeah.
And we don't want to cheat you guys and say, wow, we only got like a 15-minute episode this week and then we're going to wait till next week. So we just thought we'd just do a double episode, regular episode and mailbag so you can get to have
Yep.
both.
So we'll see you next time for season 3, episode 13, The Bozeman Reaction.
Love that episode.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and we will see you next time. And in the meantime, we'll catch up at the Cheesecake Factory.
Bye, everyone.